my favorite, if not one of my favorite Amazon tools features, the variation wizard. Super niche, super like you probably won't use this in your you definitely don't use it in your everyday Amazon experience, but when it comes time, it shines, in my opinion, brighter than any other tool. And I say this as someone who has used it constantly in his life as a brand manager, to update any kind of variation, to add new ones. The variation wizard is top in my book. It's top notch. I love it. I think it's a great way to to do exactly what it's made for, to add new variations, to check on your old ones, to help update any new information on there. I love it. I could talk all day about it. But basically, for our viewers at home to hear from the experts, what is the variation wizard? And without me um, obsessing over it, what does it do and what are the benefits of it?
Variation Wizard is a tool on Amazon where you can use it to create a variation or add products to a variation. I advise that most don't do the Variation Wizard and to do file uploads for that. That would be the one. That would be the thing that you want to be using file uploads for. The Variation Wizard is kind of unreliable, I would say. Um, James, I don't know if you have thoughts on that, but that's kind of where I'm at. Usually, just do an upload is the best way to do it.
Yeah, best way, best practices, upload. Second thing, variation wizard. Let's say you're like,
Mention
oh, that parent isn't in my catalog. Where is this parent at? You can look up the variation wizard and see what that ASIN is, and then go about it that way. But I don't. I'm not a big fan of it, like Pete is. I'm right there with Eric. Flat file, create your variations that way. A lot easier to control. Wizard can get a little clunky at times, and I haven't had a lot of success with it.
And before Pete comes in hot defending Variation Wizard, I want to mention too, uh, when you do create new listings, you might want to hold up depending on what you want to do with Vine. So don't automatically go into a variation thing. Hey, new listing, new variation. You might want to consider what you want to do with Vine.
like
Um,
getting reviews for each variation and then bringing them together and totaling the reviews, or
well, so when you have a parent, you can enroll a parent or you can enroll the child. And when you do a parent, then the parent is going to disperse those requests across the entire variation. It's a good move when you have apparel. Bad move when you have 5 different products that are inexpensive that you can just, you know, give out a 30 and then instead of going for a possible 30 reviews total, you'd be going for
Mhm.
150 reviews total if you had 5 products, you know. So think of it that way. But the other thing too is if you're like, hey, you know what, I got a new product that is enhanced version of this other version, slop that baby right on that variation that's already created. You can piggyback off the reviews that you already have. So there's some strategy there. So kind of keep that in mind.
I will say nothing about the variation wizard comments. Um, I will say it has, like everything in this world, it has its flaws. Um, it has never failed me once. The
Yeah, right.
variation wizard is not the reason I do podcasts now and sales.
Oh
That
yeah.
was good. I'll give you that. I will give credit where credit is due. That was a good little slip in there. It was a good little insert. A little jab, a little right hook jab.